Alrighty, we're back live. 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 Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Your one thing. Okay. Is anything else currently causing me any issues? Or did all that get fixed? Okay, I think I've got everything actually now working properly. Good. Hopefully we don't crash again. Always annoying when that occurs. Love it. Okay. Oh. Okay. We'll be back up and running in a second. Good. Oh, please don't. Come on. Please work. Okay. Okay. Alright. Hopefully everything will be working again and up and running in a second. I do hate when that occurs. Alright. Okay. Hopefully Star Rupture will be the right thing and everything will run smoothly again. I just need to make sure. Most things get fixed. Okay. Hopefully everything's running well now. We'll hopefully not have anything else break on us. On me. I do need to. I think I know how to fix my computer blue screening, but unfortunately to do that, it's going to mean that I gotta take apart my entire PC, or at least part of it, which is going to be upsetting. The other bit is, of course, the different. I had bought a another PC case, so I could actually upgrade my PC a bit better later on, and then, unfortunately, I've learned that the other PC case will not be able to support as many USB ports, and because of that, will in fact not work very well. Been trying to avoid taking apart my computer without necessity. I think what I have to do is I have to dust off my GPU, unfortunately, which means having to take it outside the case and blow dust it and or use a Q-tip with I think I think it was isopropyl alcohol or something like that. Always unfortunate, but I mean, I will do what I must. But yeah. hopefully it can be made to work, but hey, yeah, how's everyone doing today? Unfortunately, we'll take a little bit for these shaders to compile, but once they do, we'll be good to go. Alright. Yeah, how's everyone doing, by the way? I do know that things have gone fairly okay with me. So, I'm doing pretty good myself. I do have the annoyance of having to deal with, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do have the annoyance of trying to deal with several elements not working right. I mean, right now I'm working with one of my two lights because the other one don't work and all sorts of fun stuff. Yeah, hopefully we can get things to work better. I do have an unfortunate thing which I've realized, which is that unfortunately I don't think I can afford to stream as short hours as I have been, at least not if I want to make any money, because it takes about probably, I guess, 10 hours or so. Like, I don't know, I was streaming fairly short time frames and either nobody else joined or just people getting like 3 ads just isn't enough to make me any sense. I checked the creator dashboard and it was telling me I got nothing out of my last couple of streams, which is unfortunate, but not the end of the world. It's just kind of one of those where it's just, oh, well, that kind of sucks. Yeah, I do hope y'all are doing well. I've been having an odd couple of weeks. Mostly just I have a lot of ideas and a lot of things I want to do, but then I get distracted and I procrastinate and I don't do those things. Because I've been getting a lot of ideas for stories, but I've just been constantly putting those off. Would that actually be something that you guys would want to see, like a maybe lore of, like just a lore stream where I just explain a whole bunch of lore of the creatures and characters that I've come up with and their relevant lore and ideas that I have for lore of them? Would that be something you guys would want me to possibly do at some point? So I've had a couple of ideas. Not substantial, but at least a couple of them. You know, some where it's just a matter of, you know, different creatures or different ways the governing bodies came to be and how that creates their current planetary and system-wide governance types. And like, yeah, a lot of interesting ideas like that, which I've got some ideas, some semi put them into a conceptual stage, but without actually putting anything to paper yet. I think it'll be kind of cool. I do find it interesting. I did hear about this today, which I thought was kind of cool. One of the YouTubers that I watch, who does mostly history videos, apparently decided that they were going to make a book series. I think they stated that they're going to be making like a 10-part book series, which is pretty cool, with some of the characters, I think, based on him and his kids, which I thought was really cool. I think it's the Fat Electrician. I think that was mentioned on the recent Unsubscribe podcast episode, which I think aired today, which was cool. I always find that kind of cool. Yeah. We're in close to finishing the shaders. Yay! That'll be great, because then we'll be able to actually play the game. Far we've been live for probably about 20 odd minutes or so. 30 minutes. Been live technically 30 minutes. Not yet started the game. Love when that happens. What's actually the way that you guys would want to see me do streams? Because I know that there seems to be a lot of people will just go live and chat. Is that something that you guys would ever want me to do? I know I kind of do it when we boot up games, but I don't know. I don't feel like there's anything interesting that goes on in my life that I could chat about. I mean, most of my time is spent doing the exact same things day in and day out, so. Yeah, I just got distracted, sorry. But yeah. Alright, there we go. We can now, once again, new game. Roll. Good. Alright. Yeah. Okay. We can finally begin again. Alright, yeah. I do have one question for you guys. Would you guys want to see me do an actual, like, development stream if I started working on games again? Because if I do start working on games again, I'm likely to be the one in charge of model making. Would that be something you guys would be interested in? Also, which one do we want to be? Oh god, I didn't read their bio, I just picked. My bad.
What the?
I guess I'm the biologist.
Please don't move. I want to run a holistic scan. Commencing holistic scan.
Well, I guess I'm the biologist now.
Life vitals normal. Prisoner B1690, welcome to the Argos program. Your adventure with the Clade Corporation begins right now.
Oh, good.
Hello. I am Gal, your Galactic Assistance Liaison. The Claywood Corporation would like to apologize for any inconvenience you may have experienced. You can now exit the lander and begin your introductory training.
Hello. Training is a good sign. In the mines, they had us start working right away.
Okay. How's the signs?
Welcome to Arcadia
How's the
7
audio right
in
now,
the
guys?
Rupture system. The goal of this training is to teach you to effectively acquire and produce goods for our clients. However, we'll begin with something simpler. Arcadia is often bombarded by meteorites, which are rich in resources. You have been equipped with a tool to acquire them. Use it to extract what's most valuable in the meteorite.
Alright. We'll just get some of this. Good. Oh, and it overheated. Lovely. All right. Good.
The meteorite is very valuable. You can use it to create your base core.
Oh, we got calcium
It will allow
ore.
you to build other structures.
Interesting.
And will protect them from the lethal influence of Rupture. Trust me, you'll want to be protected.
That sounded ominous.
As long as you follow our instructions, you'll have nothing to worry about.
Oh. I do think it's interesting how you have different, yeah, I love how you have different audio lines, because I had started another world for being the soldier. I didn't get past really that far into it, but I do think it's interesting how you have the audio line for the soldier. Alright. Alright. Build, base core. Now, I do want it to cover both areas. So I'm going to actually... I usually place it like over this way, but I think I'm going to put it more over here. I think I'm going to put it right here.
Good work. You'll need building materials to build the rest of the base. You can create them with the printer in your lander, but gather the necessary components first. Use the harvester to extract them, just like you did with the meteorite.
Alright. So we just mine this. Alright. And yeah. I know there's a lot to this game, or at least there can be, but... Oh, wow, there's a new meteorite piece now. This wasn't here originally. Love that.
I wonder what the catch is.
I have no idea what you mean.
You brought me here for this relatively peaceful job. You gave me the best possible equipment. It's nice and calm here, like it was on Earth when I was a kid. But I know the stories about Arcadia. I know that nearly everyone who was here before me had died. So I ask again, what's the catch?
The Claywood Corporation's latest technological advancements ensure maximum safety. History will not repeat itself.
Corporate bullcrap. You've changed. I remember you weren't always like this.
You have me confused with someone else. I am Gal, your Galactic Assistance Liaison, and this is the first time we have met.
Well, that is interesting. There's a lot more interesting, One.
Everything's
There we
ready.
go.
Now build the habitat that will protect your sleeve from arcadious dangers. Remember that your
Okay.
body is also a Claywood corporate investment, so it would be good to create a comfortable place for it.
Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, they've got a lot more interesting communication than they do usually. Like the communication beforehand is a lot more interesting this time than it was the first time around, which I think is kind of cool. Airlock, just plop it
Now
right
that you have your
there.
shelter, build a printer inside it. That way, you will always have it nearby, thus
Basic item
optimizing your work.
printer.
Great. Now build a corporate terminal. That will allow you to complete assignments for different companies, which will in turn give you access to new buildings.
So we're gonna put the basic terminal on this wall.
The first reward was free, but you'll have to work for the next one. Send us some titanium.
How am I supposed to send what I've gathered back to Earth?
The same way you got here, but in reverse. Look up at the sky. Once you build an orbital cargo launcher, it will send supplies right through that rift. It will cover light years in seconds.
Good. So we're just gonna add in a solar panel. We'll be putting these solar panels on this side of the rock. So we'll build 2 of these. And then we're going to build the orbital cargo launcher, which is going to be over here. We're going to put it like this. Close. I'm trying to make this look at least relatively okay, so... Good. Boom. Good.
As soon
There
as
we
we get
go.
the package, your reputation will increase, which will unlock new schematics for you.
Just launch. And launch. And launch. And launch.
The shipment has arrived. You've just proven you're useful, which means the corporation trusts you a little bit more. You've acquired
Yay.
new schematics. Go ahead, claim your reward.
Right. Yeah, I remember when I did the playtest for this game that there wasn't really much else I could do.
We've just unlocked new building schematics for you. Can you guess what they're for?
Let's not play these games. You'll tell me anyway.
Maybe at least give it a try. I'll be sad if you don't even try.
We have an excavating machine and some transport system for cargo. I guess it's to automate the excavation process.
1 second. Let me quickly... Come on. Please, audio work. Oh, good. The game's somehow frozen. That's not good. Come on, please. Uh-oh. It's frozen. I can still move the mouse around, but everything else is frozen. That's not good. I just tried to freaking turn down the audio. So annoying. Oh well. Alright. Unfortunately, now I gotta wait till this is done, which is annoying. Come on, please, work. I don't even think I had enough time for a freaking save. I'll give it a little bit longer, but if it takes like another minute, yeah, if it takes another minute, we'll have to close the game. Oh,
Good
there
answer.
we go.
But please smile next.
Okay. Okay, so these are all okay on my end, on that end. I just have this a little loud. Okay. There we go. For an ore excavator. I'll soon be able to make one of each type, so good. Can transfer power. Right. I forget that the rails also transfer power.
Materials are being extracted automatically. You'll have more time to build out your base.
I have a question. Why didn't you install all available building schematics for me from the start? That would speed up my work even more.
All of the machines made available to you during your mission are delicate and extremely expensive. They are also bound by NDAs and patents.
Yay.
None of the companies working with the Claywood Corporation have granted permission to give you everything right away. You need to prove you are worthy of using the more advanced equipment.
Yay.
But I already signed the NDA.
This will be best explained by the words of Annika Fisher, the CEO of Future Health Solutions, one of our partners. Playing recording.
There's no way I'm giving those degenerates my patents. They don't care about the law or intellectual property. But if it becomes necessary and they actually deserve it, then so be it. Don't quote me on that.
I do love that they play audio recordings of them saying, "Don't quote me on that." There we go. This will now continue, and while this occurs, I'm gonna go take out a couple more meteors, and we'll see what else is available a little bit further out, because I'll be honest, I don't explore that much. So this gives me helium-3. Whoosh. Whoosh and whoosh. There we go. Alright. Do any of these? No, none of those are things that I can actually pick up. What is this? What?
Location barrier activated.
What?
Letting you out onto the dangerous planet without completing introductory training would be too risky for this investment.
Investment?
I meant our investment into your safety. The Claywood Corporation cares about you.
Okay.
Barrier activated.
Well, that's certainly new. I have not seen those little, those animals before. Oh! It's actually inside the barrier. Huh. Interesting. Painful to walk into. Those are weird.
Great work as usual.
Oh, yeah.
Now build the analyzer and research some local flora with it.
Okay. So I need to now build the analyzing station. Alright, I need to claim the reward first, and then I can do it. Good. I can build the analyzing station right next to it.
Once you research enough plants, send the data to our scientists and claim your reward. In the future, you will need to decide which corporations you want to share your research with. The data from Arcadia is so valuable that companies prefer to keep it to themselves, and will appreciate it when you choose them.
Okay. So I needed a couple more of them to analyze, but this should be enough now to get the full 50 necessary. Good.
It's time for the final stage of introductory training. Raw materials aren't very useful to corporations, since they need to produce something with them anyway. Use the buildings you have available and automate the production of the more valuable items.
Why can't they process them themselves? They have factories across the entire solar system.
This will be best explained by a private conversation recorded between two executives at the Griffiths Military Corporation.
So you're telling me all of the tax laws only apply to the solar system?
Bro, the mining tax, the cosmic fees, deductions from extraterrestrial income, the cost of insuring sensitive cargo, legally none of that applies to us. They can't even hit us with tariffs. It's free money, man.
I don't know why I asked.
Yeah, you really shouldn't have, but you did. There we go. And then I'm going to... Where is that freaking smelter? I need to make more of the bricks, so we'll just hop in here. Wrong object. I need more titanium. Apparently I got a lot of wolfane, but none of the titanium, which... Alright, so we're gonna go build our smelter. Good. Let's see. Rail, we're now going to drag from you into you. And then I can take from you into you. There we go. And then I can set you up to smelting titanium bars. Perfect. Now the titanium should always flow. I can also come in here and take a bunch of titanium. Perfect. So now I can, of course, make even more of the building parts. Although I do also need to decide on...
We're nearing the end of our training. Please
Titanium
answer the following
bars.
questions. On a scale of 1 to 10, how anxious does being incinerated alive make you feel?
That's probably one of the worst possible ways to die. 9.
Understood. On a scale of 1 to 10, how afraid are you of arachnids about a meter in diameter?
These questions are starting to upset me.
There's no need. Questions never killed anyone.
The things being described certainly have, though. I honestly, I love the way that they are doing that sort of element to this game. I think that's really cool how they're doing that sort of... I wouldn't say... nope, can't mine you. I still don't know what this is going to be used for, but I do have... Oh, that was titanium. So far, I have titanium and I have this, but yeah, once we reach the level 5, then we'll get the reward. I will also soon be able to set up a wolframe, yeah, a wolframe mine and start getting that stuff smelted too. I know that this is... I gotta assume that there's more that I just missed from the first game. I know that there's like assemblers and stuff and all sorts of fun shenanigans that'll have to occur, but... How slowly does that... That does not slow. Right, because I need to run the reload process, which just is a slowing cooling. Alright. Level 5 unlocked. Good. So we're gonna finish going through this. Good. Alright. So yeah, well, now I also have the ability to put wolframe ore everywhere, which would be good. Let's go claim my level 5 product. You claim platform modules. Training complete.
Great job. This is the end of your introductory training. But remember that Arcadia 7 is a dangerous place. And a person will spend their entire life, or lives rather, learning from it. Stay alert, gather information, and don't worry.
Okay, so
I'm
some of
always
these
by your
have...
side, watching your every move.
Is that a threat?
It's for your own safety.
Okay, so these now have like...
the introductory training restrictions.
Okay, so these
Location
actually have a
barrier
decent
disabled.
amount.
Sedative injector disconnected. Communications channel active.
Ooh.
Awakening other crew members. Ready. The Claywood Corporation hopes you will have a
Fabricator,
wonderful adventure
inventory
and
upgrade,
quickly pay off your debt.
Furnaces. This one definitely seems good. The Sailin Corporation. Oh, regeneration chamber. Med tool. Interesting. Okay. I think we'll go with these guys first, so they just want a bunch of titanium bars. you guys. Good. Okay, so you make 2 out of 2. So at the moment, that produces as quick as this produces. So I want to increase input. I don't know what the maximum on my belts are. Let me quickly... Does this say? No. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go build a bunch more. What is gonna be your titanium bars? Oh, that's current recipes. Good. We now have over 400 of these things. Okay, so I can do vertical connectors, horizontal connectors. Okay, viewports. So in theory, I could add in one building here and then build the other one with those other connectors. Okay. B rail. Good. And now I can add in another smelter just right here. Good. Or excavation. We're gonna put another one over here. Oh, and I am now out of power again. Good. That should get everything back up and running. Rail goes from you. This works, and then I can take it from here into you, allowing both to get the necessary resources. Perfect. So now both of these will more or less, I think, allow for a no, I don't like that. Oh God, why is it lagging again? What is the beeping? That didn't work. Stop screaming at me. Okay, apparently that didn't work.
E4101. You look like you're a magnet for trouble.
I won't pretend I'm a saint. I've helped smuggle this and that in my time for those in need.
People like you don't understand order. You just cause more problems for everyone else.
And you always followed orders and ended up in the exact same place as I did. I'd rather not follow anyone and be free.
You know nothing about me.
Do we have a map? Does not look like there is a map. Let me quickly double check. Oh wait, trolls. Left alt for dash. Oh, M is map. Okay. No, it is not. M does not open map. I don't know if I need to unlock the map or not, but apparently I level up movement. Oh, right.
Interesting plot. Good stuff.
Where's my fucking inventory? Is it? Tab, that's my inventory.
I advise caution. The fruit on Arcadia can alleviate hunger, but putting unknown things into one's mouth is rarely beneficial to the individual. Though, of course, it was beneficial to the development of civilization. Although this fruit is edible, that won't always be the case.
Yeah, I'm aware that this is probably not going to be the best case for long, but for now it works out, so...
What is this?
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Or ruins your kidneys. We won't know until you try it.
That's... Alright. I'm half tempted to do a reaction now that I'm thinking about this game and a bit more of its design. I am tempted to do a reaction to the Let's Game It Out video for this. I know I've seen him do like Satisfactory or a couple of other games, but I got a damaged logic board. And what is this stuff? I can't harvest this? Okay. Let's see. Oh! That's
I really
radiated.
don't feel well.
Cosmic radiation has reached a dangerous level. I suggest leaving the area contaminated with radiation.
Yeah, I plan on doing so. Let's see. Right now I'm just exploring the map. I don't know much about where things go in this game.
I've gotten slightly better.
I'm apparently increasing my movement ability, which is always good, I guess. Let's see.
Good stuff.
Oh, I can gather that. I don't know what that does for me, but it's cool that I can gather it. Let's gather rocks, let's gather rocks, let's
Interesting plant.
gather rocks. Yes, very interesting plant. Alright. I honestly should probably head home. Hey, calcium. H3. Alright. I'm gonna start making my way back home soonish. As I truthfully no idea where I'm meant to be or if over here is even reasonable to go to, so we're gonna go make our way back home. There is some area a little bit further forward, and I don't know what that thing that looks like it's smoking is, so we're gonna go run towards that. I do know that there were several areas that had enemies in it in the demo. What kind of plant is this? Okay, apparently I don't have access to dashing either. Pricklies, okay. And then there's the asteroid, which will mine. Good. We're gonna mine the second one over here, and then we'll be on our way back to base. There's a lot of these over here. Good. Good. Alright. Now I'm gonna go make my way back home. I hope that I'm at least fairly well finished on stuff. There's flying stuff. Unfortunately, can't beat it up, but there's flying stuff.
Good stuff.
Alright, let's go home. Alright. So, I don't truthfully remember how long things usually take in this game, so okay. So right now I'm just waiting for the processing speed. That's nice to know. Alright. Good to know, good to know. In theory, I could also start work on the other stuff, but I don't really... let's see. What else do I end up actually... If we do moon energy recipes. Oh, this allows for food recipes. Ah, there's the map. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I think we'll probably go after the moon energy group so we can get that soon as well. So first, fabrication, which allows us to get a bunch of output for things. The furnace will be done after that. Alright. Wow, there are going to be a lot to this. Laser drill, pyro forge, assembler, instructor, ion bombs? Whoa. Let's see. This gives these oil extractor and refineries. Interesting. Compounder. Interesting. Sulfur extract. Interesting. Helium-3. Food station. LEM. Very interesting. Equipment. Dash. Grenade. War bonds. Interesting. Defense turrets. Defense tower. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. We're gonna build a handful more parts. Good. Alright. What I'm gonna do is I think I'm going to do, where is it? Orbital launch. Good. Kidding me? We're now out of power again. Good. Rail. Good. Okay, and so what I can do is I can always make things work. And there they go. Okay. And the other thing I'm now gonna do is I think we're going to start work on building the... Where are you? We're gonna build an ore extractor over here. All right. Good. F, we're gonna disassemble you. Disassemble you. Disassemble these. Good. And actually, we're even gonna disassemble you. So what we're gonna do is we're going to place down... We're gonna add in you about here. Oh. Support platforms, that'll work. There we go. So we're gonna want to do every other. Dang it. Platform. Support. Support. Since most things are about 3 wide. And apparently I'm gonna go one further this way, so. Let's retract you. Platform. Good. So now
I don't
this
get it, Sam.
should be enough
What's so
for-
interesting in beetles?
Excellent.
They're part of
work.
the world we live in and are
Selenium
inextricably
Corporation
connected
thanks
to
you
it.
for your shipment.
We wouldn't exist
Your
without
rewards
beetles
are
or
waiting in the
flowers.
corporate terminal.
We wouldn't exist without fundamental forces. Beetles and flowers can be easily replaced with automated systems. You can't replace electromagnetism.
You'd really want to live in a world without plants?
I wouldn't mind it.
Okay. I'm now going to get rid of you guys, these things. Good. I am going to now continue building out my platform. Okay, apparently that's about the distance where I need to add another support pillar. So we'll just repeat the design. And now we just do this. And hopefully I can build everything I need to over this wonderful brick. A wonderful, even though it's not the most stable brick. Lock is Z, level is Y. So we're just gonna finish this off. Good. Okay, so now that we've got this, that was weird. I can now do this with the smelters. Or you now build one of these each. Boom. Perfect. Okay. And this gives me the exact opportunity to add in a rail support. The one block behind it. So now these will be capable of allowing for these to be either combined or split, but allows for other movements to be done. Good. Okay. So now I get to go do some interesting Claim you. So the other thing I want to get is I want to get the thing with the map. So I want to get Moon Energy Corporation next. First, I can now build fabricators. Which are going to make quite a lot of yeah, we're gonna get the other stuff started first. Rail, we're going to combine you into you. You into you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build one more of these. Or excavators. Actually, we're gonna put the ore excavator over here. Rail. And then we're gonna place you all the way over here. And then what I will do is I'll just make sure that these have a this should now allow for the transfer of power.
I've gotten slightly better.
Good. And now I do need to end up placing down the fabricators, which are okay. So I'll be able to make wire. So this is for rods and wire right now. Okay. So what we'll do is I'm actually going to. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we're gonna finish this off and then we'll move these, the ones making the motors and the wires, to a little bit further down. So what we're gonna do is we're going to put, I need to make more of these. Good, you. Good. Two more fabricators. We'll put the fabricators here. Okay.
So, you were a soldier?
That's right.
Then I have a question. How can you sleep knowing everything you had to do in the name of the IRO?
I don't sleep too well. But not because of the orders I carried out, but because of the ones I didn't.
So even after your sentencing, you're still on their side?
No. I'm on our side. All of us. The side of peace.
We are not going to be friends.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in another set of rail connectors here. There. There. I'm trying to kind of floor plan some of this, which means connecting these in odd ways. So these are gonna merge. There we go. And then these will go this way. Good. And then I'm gonna do like a moving of these. That works. And then what I can do is I can put in orbital launcher. Oh, I need even more resources. Okay. Do I have at least enough to get some power running again? I do have enough for some power. There we go. That's not even enough. Okay. Jeez. I guess I am adding quite a significant increase to the power strain, so not exactly a surprising eventuality. Yeah. But we're gonna go pick up a bit more wool frame. Okay. And scan we go. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go get up to about, I don't know, we'll just get another full heat load of this, whatever that ends up being. Only 27. Interesting. Then we'll go pick up some more of the stuff. Good. So what we're gonna do is we're going to add in one more orbital cannon. Just good. Solar generators. Is that enough? There we go. And now, as long as I connect this rail with that rail, then you into you. You into you. And then do the same in this last area. Boom. I can now create and supply any of the objects necessary. I want to do moon energy. Good. So that'll call this to here. Should come in from right. So you'll work on you. I put those backward. you want to use this, and then you want to use this. There we go. What I can do is I can just... So that combines you with you, and then I can do you. Oh, I never used a T-junction there. Rail connector. Really?
I'm detecting increased Rupture activity. Prepare yourselves for a wave.
Okay. That's not good. Okay, so you can go there, but you cannot go this way. There we go. And then I'm going to want to add in a window to my base. Add in a nice 2 viewports. I should probably get inside. And now we watch what happens when the planet gets angry, as it were. And truthfully, I might add a upper level just as an observation deck for when this occurs.
Rupture's eruption has started. Prepare for impact.
Flash.
Star Rupture has started. Hide.
I'm hidden.
Extreme temperature detected.
Love when that happens. We just gotta give it a little few seconds. So it becomes reasonable to go back outside again. Oh, the game's lagging a little bit again. Ow. Okay, still too hot. Okay. Wait for them to cool down. Yeah. Let's wait a little bit longer. Alright. I think things have cooled down again.
You were right, Gal. That was frightening. Such power.
You'll experience this again. It's better to be prepared. Make sure the base core doesn't overheat.
Okay. Oh, good. Everything's reheating again. I need to drink more of the hydro plants.
Nice.
Ooh. All right. Good. Now that everything's becoming operational again. How are you doing? You're 39 of 200. And you are 95 of 200. The meteorites and all the ores get replenished when this happens, so we get stuff from it at least. Go pick up some more ore. Honestly, it's really interesting how they have replenishment in this game. There we go. We get more meteorite hearts. Yeah, you can see some green starting to come back. Very much it's a very interesting effect, and I quite like it. Okay, I think we're gonna go pick up one more meteorite heart, and then we'll return to trying to increase the base productivity by hopefully finding the necessary resources. Hopefully. Biggest thing for that's gonna be finding a good source of calcium and the other resources, of course. Can I at all hit you? Well, they don't seem to do much. They are at the very least non-angry. So that's good at least. And mine more ore chunks. Good. Helium-3 is good. I apparently have 100 and something helium-3. Good. All right. So everything seems to be operating as it's supposed to. Good. They're operating as intended. Good. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna wait to explore a little bit further until I can get a map. Because as things stand right now, I have no idea how to identify things. What is this? Can I harvest this?
What is this?
This is ignitium, a cosmic mineral that's good at storing heat, but also releases it quickly. It can help you cool your base. But hurry, if not controlled, it sublimates rapidly.
Wait, does it have like a... Right? I assume what it is that you get it less frequently or something. So it's like one of those things where you can only find immediately after the meteorite hit. Or see what else I can find, if there's anything else I can find. Okay. Yeah, I truthfully have no idea where I can gather certain materials from. There's one thing I wish is that this game had like the scanning, like, what's it called does. Like Satisfactory does. Was that you? Okay. Some of this game's music gets eerily, just eerie, very quickly. Can go from very nice, fun, peaceful to semi-disconcerting rather quickly, this game. Just cool.
Nice.
There's just a dead guy. Okay. How tough is that spider? Fairly tough. We're gonna not try to do that no more. Okay. So, yeah, I found a body. Interesting. Not something I'd done before.
I've learned something new.
Okay, I've leveled up severely in survival, apparently. That's good to know. What do those levels up do? Oh. Apparently level 5 in movement. Okay, so you get different unlockables at certain levels, apparently. Interesting. Honestly, this is really fun. I really enjoy this game. There's a lot that I didn't see when I first started playing the game. And when I first played the demo. So this is really cool. I like this. This is some pretty interesting effects to it. We're getting 130 to 139. At the very least, they'll be finished at some point. Okay. I currently don't have any form of good. I now have a great deal of base building materials.
Arcadia 7 has finished regenerating.
Yay! That is a lot of these.
Interesting plant.
Good. Okay, I'm gonna go run over to this pod now. I also may try to do some other stuff depending on what I see. I am pretty sure that this is calcium over here. Which is fun because in order to build with the calcium, if I remember right, don't I need like a... Yeah, I need a base core.
Slightly better. What was that? I never heard of a species like that.
They're vermin, the main threat on this planet.
What do you mean, main?
Most of the people that arrived on Arcadia 7 were eliminated by these creatures. Natural disasters you can prepare for, but vermin are a bit more unpredictable.
Another nightmare no one told us about. What were those creatures? Their behavior was similar to several species, but classifying them at first glance seems impossible based on the taxonomies I know. Why didn't we get any information on them?
The IRO imposed a TS9 top-secret clause on their existence. They made very sure no one ever found out about them. Aside from high-ranking officials, only people sent directly to the planet have ever learned of their existence.
Claywood was here. You should have told us. You knew.
Interesting. I think that's some more interesting new lore that I didn't know about those creatures. They were known about. Okay. So this is a calcium deposit, right? Yes, this is a calcium deposit. So if I wanted to get calcium to my main base, I would have to build a base core over here and then try to port this stuff over. So that's something to note. Also, it appears like those things aren't dangerous for me. Hey. Okay. I am now maxing my inventory, so I've got to go back home. I do think I'll work on getting some calcium, though. And maybe even getting a gun and exploring a bit more. Or at the very least, doing other stuff.
Nice.
Okay, that's deadly. Don't want to eat that. Those are very deadly. I do want to go throw that exploding thing, the exploder's sack in the thing. It'll be very interesting to see what else I can end up creating and doing on this planet. So far, everything's very balanced, which I don't like. There's not much else I can do at the moment.
Delivered. The Moon Energy Corporation thanks you for your shipment. You can claim your reward in the corporate terminal.
Okay.
The Griffiths Blue Corporation is grateful for all of your shipments. Remember
Yay.
that supporting this particular company will allow you to upgrade your arsenal, which will certainly help in surviving on Arcadia.
I want this one to be you. That is a lot of rods. This is going to require a lot of calcium. Now, luckily I can probably hand mine that calcium for now. Yeah, because that's going to be what gets me the map. The equipment upgrade station, that's going to be useful, so... I now have a recipe and an equipment upgrade station.
Congratulations! You've just built the weapon and modification station. You will now have access to a whole assortment of weapons. Nothing's free, but don't worry. You won't need to spend a dime. Griffiths will allow you to use war bonds to buy new weapons. You can find quite a few of them in the wallets of the Fallen on Arcadia.
Lovely.
War bonds. They've conquered the world and they still need to borrow money for imaginary conflicts. Pathetic.
The Griffiths Blue Corporation believes the world is in a constant state of war. War with the Resistance.
Interesting. So wait, if I get... Oh, I see. But now if I make the glass, the inductor, and the titanium housing, I can make the intermediate building. And then if I got the elementary building materials, I can change building material types. And then the fabricator, CPU, titanium, warframe plates. Okay, so this is how I unlock stuff. Interesting. Yay! I now have a pistol.
Reloading.
I don't think I got the pistol before. How good does the pistol do on some of the local wildlife? There's some of the local wildlife now. Okay, so that doesn't seem to harm this local wildlife type. What about the spider guys? Can I shoot them? Or this? Nope, shooting that doesn't seem to do anything. Alright. I do want to get the calcium set up, so that'll be fun. Nope. So I'm gonna go build the base core. I want it to the very least cover that. So I'm gonna go build it right over here. Okay. And so this should, in theory, allow me to build the ore excavators over here, and then I think connect it over to the main base and build another set of these. That, or I could, in theory, actually just set up another base over here. But for now, I will just move this over here. And eventually it'll work well. Just too long. Good. Good. Then what we'll do is we'll just pull this. For now, we'll just tie this right into here. So now everything should come over here when it needs to. I'll just ladders, no. I do think I do want to build another habitat piece just right above. Then more or less just code it in viewports. Oh. Not enough resources. Really? I need more power? Well, the next time the thing blows up, I can watch from here. And we need more power, of course, so solar generators. More solar generators. There we go. Oh, that's just the line. Is this transferring material? It is. Perfect. And so all of this will then be called
Hey, Chris, I heard you've got 3 doctorates.
It's true.
What for?
What for what?
What do you need 3 scientific titles for? Wouldn't you have rather focused on your work?
I see you're not familiar with the world of academia. Doctorates open many doors. Right. They increase the probability my publications will get quoted, and I have access to a broader spectrum of theoretical knowledge. Plus, I did them all at once.
I prefer practice over theory.
And that's why you ended up as someone who does the dirty work.
I'll remind you that you're also here on this planet doing the same thing as me.
But with a completely different mentality.
Alrighty. Lovely. So, for now, I guess I just have to run around, explore, try to do things. There's not really much else I can do, so I'm just gonna... I don't know, I'm gonna go try to do something else. There's not much else I can... I guess in theory, I can gather a bunch of, like...
Interesting plant.
The pop
Good
fruits.
stuff.
Yeah, I guess I can try to do that and try to build my amount of other resources so I can unlock more shit. As that's what I can do. Now that I think about it, a lot of stuff is going to take a little bit to get to, so we're going to come up in through here, go through... Oh, wait. Before I do this, I got to come all the way over here. I want to go select this stuff from the farthest one of these.
I can use this.
Good. Alrighty. So, what I'm going to do now is we're just going to come through here. So, we're not going to do these. I can then go recipe station. None of those required more of these. They all require blueprints, data points. So I need to actually get more data points and more titanium beads. And then, of course, I need a whole lot of calcium ore, which I should be able to get. So I guess that's what I'll do. We'll get more, Alright, data points, data points. You're 30 data points per star tiers.
Now we know more. Fascinating.
those things don't give me much data, but at least now I've got more data points, which I can use to throw into the fabricator. So the fabricator can now make basic building. And then if I throw in the titanium beams and some of that, I can make titanium sheet and that. And if I get 40 more, I can then throw in warframe plates or warpore plates, whatever they're called. Actually, if I split 4 from you, flame, there we go. There we go. So now I just need those pieces, which I should be able to pick up.
I can use that.
And take the beams from you. I can take the beams from you. I can take the titanium bars from you. And the titanium bars from you. Good. So you're getting okay closeness to this, and you're getting fairly okayly close to it. So what I'll do is I'll just chuck some more into the fabricators. So I'll soon be able to make some more stuff in the fabricator. Oh! Cool. Okay, so if I took the star tiers and those, I can make calorie fluid or calorie bars. Or a calorie chew. And then I can also do, like, these, which apparently processed. Interesting. Star tiers would give star bites or health shards. A regen capsule. Interesting. These things can give. Interesting. These are all very interesting. The pricklers. Interesting. Okay. So it's not only building materials which I can grab. Okay. Very interesting. I'm also going to look at personal storage. That would be great. Okay, that would be really good. And then if I can get to the multi-rail zip. Okay. That's interesting. Oh, roundabout rail connector, teleporter, multi-rails, multi-storage. Okay. Expandable walkways, which would be really cool for base, development stations. All of these are going to be really interesting eventually. Okay, and these will just reward you with the war bonds, turrets, war bonds, upgrades, defensive towers, war bonds. Okay. Inventory, harness. Okay, so I need to get them up to level 4 so I can start getting glass and the inductors to make the other stuff. Okay. Yeah, and then this is regen tables and certain other extractors and stuff. Okay. Okay, so I can now make pistol ammo and basic building materials, which requires the ores individually. Which so far I don't really need, but then I can get the titanium sheets, those rotors, tubes, and all these other stuff. Okay. Which for the most part, I should be able to just take another...
I think I can use this.
couple of these. Just take them. It's very useful to just be able to take those out of there. How far are we at? We're about halfway done. All right, so we're about halfway done with those. Fabricator. Insert some more of these. Good. Perfect. And then I'll be able to get the titanium sheets. I don't really know what I'm going to need the titanium sheets for yet. Okay, 70, 85. Light machine gun. Okay. No idea what any of the rest of this stuff is going to be. Interesting. Okay. A lot of things that are going to be real interesting to end up getting later on. Good. I'm gonna go, I think, try to do this. I want to try to grab some of the stuff from over here. I'm half tempted to build a second of these. How many of these do I have? More than enough. Yeah, I'm half tempted to build a second thing, combine them, create a large calcium deposit system. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna come over here. We're gonna put in a junction piece. Disconnect you, rail. Good. Then we'll go put an ore extractor up here. The railway. Good. Good. And then we'll go exploring a little bit further. Looks like another crashed drone over here. Plus
just what I need.
400 of those. Good. All right. This is definitely going to be an interesting world because it'll take a little bit before I can build everything to really good quality standards, but okay. I'm very curious what happens if I try to do anything with this relay. I know that those bugs, if I step on them, they'll hurt me, but other than that, they're fine. This has even more of the base level resources.
It's dead.
Whew. You've discovered the geoscanner. Unfortunately, it's not possible to use it right now.
Why not?
To function properly,
Okay.
it requires access to some form of terrain imaging. Look through your available tasks. There should be a corporation that can provide you with something to assist.
Okay, so I can't use that until I get some other elements first. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go pick some of this stuff up over here.
Interesting plant.
I really want to make use of all these pricklers.
Good stuff.
I think it'll be cool to get all these recipes. I do need to be aware, though. Oh, God. Ah! Okay. Hi, you. Your little monkey thingy. That looks creepy. Ow. Okay, there's no fall damage here apparently. There's nothing I can pick off of those. Dang it. Is this iron or is this other types of material?
Interesting plant.
Yes.
Good stuff.
More drone chips. Okay. Ah, this is what you would follow to lead you to that location, which I don't really want to go to right now. So we're just gonna pick up more of these and begin our way back home. Alrighty.
Killed. Enemy spotted. We're safe.
Okay. Doesn't look like I can pick anything up from these guys. So I'm gonna take that and I'm just gonna start my way back home. This is more titanium, right? Yeah, that's more titanium ores. Okay.
Interesting plant.
I assume it'll be necessary at some point, but for now it's not really. So we're just gonna make our way back home. I'm gonna process what I gathered so far. Who knows? Can you at all be picked up? Nope. And yeah, it looks like I can't use that until I get the map. We'll pick a little helium-3 and continue on our way back to base. All right. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I like this game so far. I think I might, I don't know if Resh is here or not, but, I think there's going to be one video that I want to watch kind of as an ending reaction, so I think I'll probably put that on in a second or two. I'm going to go gather whatever excess I can pick up from these, though. And then we'll be on our way.
Good stuff.
I think that's what we'll do. So I'm gonna go pick up what I can. Be interesting.
Oh, yes.
Okay, this will be the maximum amount of calcium I can carry. Oh wow, I have standard ammo and pistol ammo, so I got now a decent amount of pistol ammo. That's good. I like that. Alright. Yeah. I think the other video that I wanted to watch was a video that I heard about from some people from a men's group that they talked about. Apparently the Ark of the Covenant has been found like 10 years ago or something like that. This is interesting. So I'm gonna go try to find it and see if I can't do it. It definitely seems hard to believe, but yet I would believe it. What an odd paradox of it, right? It seems hard to believe, yet it seems the easiest to believe. We found the Ark of the Covenant. Alright, fabricator. Don't have the one for fabricator. Oh, it's the smelter that I can insert those. And then it was you, which I can probably insert. You and you. Ooh, Oxylop. Oxylop. Popular food. Anything else I can chuck into? The pricklers. And then the pearl plant. Here we are. And we're gonna go plop research components into you.
Now we know more. Fascinating.
So these in there, you in there, you in there. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go into you, fabricator. Finish you up. I don't want any of the other ones. The smelter one doesn't need it, and that one doesn't need it. So then what we'll do is we'll just...
Rupture activity detected.
Uh-oh.
I recommend finding a safe place.
Alright, and then we'll do those. We'll leave whatever others I have, like 610 for now. High Rupture activity means go upstairs.
Your cargo has reached the Selenian Corporation. You've completed another order, and your reward is waiting in the corporate terminal.
Okay, I want to look at this from this angle. Can I crouch just to get a better angle? I can. This isn't the best angle I can get, but it will be pretty good. Alright, we're gonna stay in here. Well, we'll go downstairs. I should be able to get up here in time. Good. You.
Congratulations. Clever Robotics has received its order. A reward for fulfilling the order is waiting for you in the terminal. We have decided to increase the capacity of your pockets. Your inventory has been updated, and you can now fit more items into it.
Okay. Nope. Oh, climb up, please.
Rupture's core is unstable. Head to safety immediately.
Whoa.
Warning. The planet is being incinerated.
It was like a day-night cycle of just everything getting freaking white with heat. And then, of course, the core is having to cool off the entire planet. The Rupture. And that's why so many people are dead. Because that occurs with them. Now we're gonna hop back downstairs. Good. Ow. That hurt a little. I wanted to try to help relieve heat.
Planetary temperature returning to normal.
Good. Alright. Now everything get back up and running.
Great work.
Ooh,
The Moon
there's
Energy
more of
Corporation
this.
received its order. You can claim your rightful reward as usual in the corporate terminal. They are very happy with your services.
There's quite a bit more of this ignitum. Good. We're gonna go pick up some more of this. And what we'll do is we'll give it just a bit longer, not too much longer, but I think we'll go maybe until the planet goes.
I need to
that
drink
way.
something.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Good. I want more of that ignium rock. It's unstable and disappears. This ignitum apparently can be used I assume in a later sense of upgrading buildings, so they don't be so much on fire. But, you know, there's only so much you can do with things not being on fire no more. Alrighty. So I'll pick this up. Good. We're gonna go pick up whatever I can get out of these. Good.
Ah, gotcha.
Good. There we are. Okay, we're gonna get started moving this way again. It is interesting how everything kind of bursts into fire every couple of minutes. Or about once an hour, or a day in the game. I assume about a day. Alrighty. There's a few more over this way, so we're gonna go pick up a bit more of this stuff. Luckily, for the time being, there is nothing there. Good, we're up to 21 ignitium. Or ignitium. As the planet bakes. Got a bit more still. Good. Good. So this should allow for things to cool off a bit quicker. Oh.
A cave. It's worth exploring.
You found a source of quartz. It's particularly rare on Arcadia. It can be used to create more advanced technology. Use it wisely. Spectrographic analysis shows very limited deposits on the planet.
Okay. So that's why in the future you're gonna want the quartz. Alright. Good. Alright. Oh, there's a little bit more of the flaming stuff. I don't know how much longer this flaming stuff's gonna last, so let's get over there. And then we'll get back to base. I think what I'll do Alright, I think we're gonna go down a bit. We'll check the last little areas. The fact that quartz can be found on the planet, but is rare is good to know. Okay, there's a little bit more. Hopefully it doesn't disappear on me, though it might. That looks like this is possibly calcium deposits. Yeah, that looks calcium deposits. Which is good to know, because calcium deposits aren't exactly the easiest to find. Did the other rock disappear on me? I think the other rock disappeared on me. Yeah, I think it did. So I'm gonna go run back home now. But I was able to get about a little over 20 of those. Pretty good. Yeah, this is always interesting because I really want to know. It'll be interesting later on because I don't quite know how much resource I'm going to actually be able to get. I know most things are going to be a combination of 3 materials at different levels of each. But I'm not quite certain on what those levels are going to end up looking like. You know? Alright, so let's go select our next bountiful. What's the next thing I desire?
You have successfully unlocked the geolocation service of structural and topological imaging.
I assume it's some sort of a navigation system? A map?
If you insist on using such primitive language, go ahead.
Okay. Alright. What do I want? So, storage? Okay, better building mode. That's gonna be really nice. So I can get a better building mode. I could get the dash, then the grenade. Furnace. Okay, so I want the salad corporation and maybe the oh, I can. Oh wait, no, level up is just doing that. Okay. So I want the other. So I want selling corporation. That's going to be so many titanium rods.
Rupture status, stable. Arcadia status, stable.
Yeah, we'll do this one. Really, they should be switched because now these are gonna have to do some fun junk, but alright. Now those have been claimed. We're gonna go. I'm gonna make sure to take my ingots. Good. Good. So now we're gonna go do this, and then we'll be done. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over to the recipe thing. We're gonna go. I could do power cells, which I don't want to do. That requires really big building components, which I don't want to do. The calcium block are going to be really good to get, and then it's fabricators. So I can get the plates. I can almost get the titanium sheets. I just need a bit more titanium. Good. These are going to require those, and the blueprints, which I assume I find around the place. You're just gonna require those. Okay. But I can now do glow cap stuff, which, what do you give me? Doubles natural drain resistance. Interesting. Stool hurts. Interesting. Okay. So, I think I am going to have to, for that time being, yeah, we'll just take some you. Good. And we'll take some of you. And we'll take you. There we go. And I think we'll probably call it about there, because this is going to take a while. That's got 64,000 needed. 1,000, so these are just going to take a while. And I just need to dump more materials back into fabrication, so... Oh, I'm already done needing... I no longer need more of those plates. Okay. And yeah, okay. At the moment, we got the horizontal personal storage. So we'll put the bottom personal storage. We're gonna put the ignitium and the quartz ore, and the meteorite hearts, since those are rare and important. And then in the medium one, we'll throw in the standard ammo. And with this one, we'll throw in the glow cap. And I guess the helium-3s. Oh. Good. Good.
I should eat something.
Polo snack.
Tasty.
Yay. Perfect. All right. And yeah, I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm just going to hop off now, call that day for the stream. I don't think Naresh is gonna be here, so there's not really much that I can do for any reaction.
I've gotten slightly better.
Just... Oh yeah. Oh wow, look, I've got the map. I don't know how far the map is. Oh, but like, cave is marked, the lander is marked, and you can see different types of material locations. So like, that's those obviously, that's that. There's a body there and a body there. Wait. No, wait, no, that's the scanner. That's the body. There's body, body. I'm not gonna check that out, so if I go... You know, we'll fill in a few things and check on some of the other information that apparently I've received. Because that's useful. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll check out that location, then we'll try to do the scanner. If it kills me, then we'll leave it alone. But if I just wander around towards like the middle area here, apparently there's something I missed in this section. I also think apparently I missed a body of some kind, so... New location. What was the location? Oh, wait a second. What is this? It is a radioactive monolith. Can I mine it? Okay, there's a radioactive monolith. That's something to note. I don't think I've been to that dead body. Yeah, I don't think I've been to that dead body, so I can go visit that body location and pick up what loot he would have had on his body. Okay, so we actually want to go up. Good. Do I have dash now? I do have slide. I don't have dash yet. Okay. Those things are odd. Well, that's kind of cool. Ability to just slide down hills. Oh, and I do think I might have actually gone to that body location before. Interesting. So these like areas like this require after the heating to get to. That's interesting. All right, there's a lot of interesting things to that. Quite a few apparently dead bodies, which I hadn't noticed. Okay, just a little bit this way. I don't think I've visited this. Nope. Hydrogen and some more pistol ammo.
I can use that.
Okay, and when you visit the body, it disappears. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. And then I'm gonna go over to the geoscanner, see if I can't use that. If I can use the geoscanner, good. If the geoscanner requires me to face a horde of enemies that I may or may not be suited to doing, then we'll do that as well.
Interesting plant. Good stuff.
Let's tab real quick.
Mmm, tasty.
I assume if I have my, if I have these at over 100, I assume I get some level of healing, or no? It does not appear so. Okay.
I see you've approached the geoscanner. You can use it to see the surrounding area.
Better to be aware of your surroundings. We must fight. Cow! What's going on?
You've entered an infection cloud. Microorganisms from the vermin are reacting with your equipment, disrupting your shield.
These beings are very unusual. Changing mags. For self-defense. Reloading. Reloading. It's calm now. Scan complete.
Hey! It worked! I somehow made it. Okay. Hey, look. All right, we're done with that. That's good. Now, what did that do? Did that... Oh, it makes a nice big round area. So this shows drone wrecks, unknown locations, and body locations. And this patch of stuff right there. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, and then body locations you've gotten to don't show up, so. Okay. Well, with that, I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna go head back to base. Yeah. We're gonna go head back to base now. That's pretty interesting effect. Yeah, I'm not exactly most gung-ho on everything, but it's cool. I'm gonna go take this stuff. We're gonna go mine maybe 1 or 2 rocks.
It's dead.
Okay, so be very careful on infected pieces of equipment. Interesting effects. Okay, I'm gonna grab this and then we'll be...
Let's see.
Alright, now we're gonna go run home. I'll do what I can for getting recipes and stuff, and then we're gonna call it a day. So I'm just gonna pick up this stuff, go home, and we'll be done for the day. This is actually really fun. I like this. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do the reaction to Let's Game It Out just to play through this today or not. You know what? Sure, why not? We'll do it. I'll make sure to, of course, put the link to that one in the YouTube chat. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the best way to handle that. Good fabricator. I just need a bit more iron plating. Bar's good. All right, how are these doing? 700. It's a little over 800 now. That okay? Alrighty. There we go. All right, so yeah, we're gonna call it day. Save the game. And then, yeah, we'll, all right. I'd like to say thank you all for coming out and watching. Oh, wait, no, I wanted to do the reaction. My bad. We'll go avatar focus. With the game. And then we'll move up to this page.
If a man has 100 sheep.
That. Hey, we want to do this. Really, this just has enough to do with the thing, and I wanted to watch it anyway, so. Alright, let's find it. It is. Interesting. Okay. It is a 25-minute video with it, so we'll do the reaction. I will just quickly.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back to
Do this. Probably you. I want to go to the YouTube side. And it is in the YouTube side. I'll also do this. We go. Alrighty. And now we will do a reaction to this video because I kind of want to watch it anyway. But first, I'm going to quickly get myself a drink and then we'll start it. So I will be right back. And then we'll get started on the reaction. All right. I think what I'll probably do is I'll probably do a live recording basically, and do this afterward. I think that's what I'll do. So, yeah, I'm gonna go quickly do a little intro to this. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, hello, how's everyone doing today? Nope, that's my live startup. Nope, don't want to do that. Hey everyone, today we're gonna be doing a reaction to the Let's Game It Out Star Rupture video. I was just playing Star Rupture and then decided we're gonna end the stream with this reaction, so I do stream live on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. All should be able to be found under Captain Tundrax. But yeah, I hope you all are gonna enjoy this reaction. I know Let's Game It Out does some really, really badly done things, so without further ado, let's get started.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back to Let's Game It Out. We're checking out Star Rupture today. And also, this video is sponsored by War Thunder. But more on that in a bit. Until then, it's time for a new game. First things first is we have to pick our character. To my complete shock, everybody has a bio. For example, Christopher Bonet. Specialization, astrophysics, quantum field theory, multi-dimensional mathematics. Okay, we get it. Convicted of being too smart. Anyway, we're gonna go with Maeve, because her specialization is engineering of space excavation machines, which as far as I know is one of the basic points of the game. So as far as I'm concerned, she's doing the bare minimum, and I like that in a person. Anyway, our journey begins here as we wake up from our stasis pod.
You can now exit the lander and begin your introductory training.
Okay, and I will, but first I want to know more about my personal storage. Is there anything in here I can immediately pillage? Well, what do we have here? Survival food pack, hit points, calories, and hydration. Well, I'm sure it's been a long journey, so let's get to the eating. Sorry, can't talk now, eating all 10 of my rations. I'm gonna assume that'll lead to no complications. Anyway, besides that, it looks like we have a bunch of these chambers, presumably because you can play this game in multiplayer. But since I'm playing it solo, I like to believe I'm the only one that survived. Anyway, moving on, it looks like over here they want me to answer some emails. Yeah, sure, over my dead body. As far as I'm concerned, we're on an alien planet to avoid stuff like that. Okay, now everybody, remember where we parked. We don't want to lose track of our spaceship. Let's take a gander at this new world and see what we got. Oh, there's so much to appreciate already. Meaty.
Yeah, I'll be honest. That area is very beautiful. I had played the demo of this a couple of months ago, and so I kind of knew how to get started, but so I kind of went a little past this meteor to begin with. But
here's a hexagonal board for all my board games, and it looks like we've got neighbors. We can't just go over there and say hi to them now, can we? I sure would love to make some new friends on a new...
Letting you out onto the dangerous planet without completing introductory training would be too risky for this investment.
Oh, I see. You're telling me my spaceship lady put this here, and I can't get around it, huh? Well, maybe we'll come back to this, because right now, I'm more interested in these Pepto-Bismol meteors. Luckily, we have this, the Harvester. It does just what you think it'll do. It sucks up minerals. Until we can find a way past that barrier, I guess we'll have to make do with what we have, and just generally test the waters with what we can do with the Harvester. For example, are we getting anything out of this? And the answer is yes, we're getting titanium ore, slowly but surely. And if our gun gets a little too hot, we have to stop, dissipate a whole bunch of that heat, and then we can go back for round 2. And as far as I can tell, no amount of doing this is making the minerals go away. So I'm getting that hopeful feeling that we can mine indefinitely here at some point. On the other hand, let's try this thing. Okay, here you go, eat up.
I just realized something about his thing. Is this a zoomed in? Yeah. He has his standard bit a little zoomed in, so then the pop-ups on the sides aren't actually visible in the gameplay.
So basically for this thing, we're just going to go around and do some awkward pore extraction until eventually it's like, oh, you've disarmed me. And then that's the end of that. Now we have all kinds of interesting stuff. Anyway, that's not all we can do. We have a whole comprehensive building menu. And first things first, we need to get the base core. Allows for the building of other structures. There's more text there, but that's the only part I care about. So my assumption is wherever we put this, that border in the background is going to determine how far out we can build. Wait, what about if I bring it up to the barrier? Looks like I can build it on the other side. Well, screw it. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? Okay, well, this is us now. Our big thing that lets us build is on the other side of the fence. Oh, but we're not done yet. We gotta build more stuff, and for that we need something inside the spaceship. And that thing is right over here. Behold the basic printer. Through this thing we can fashion all kinds of stuff. And by that I mean for the moment just one thing. Basic building material. And to make that we need wolfram and titanium ore. Now the titanium ore we know we can get from this thing. If we really want to, we can just stand here until our gun reaches maximum extraction capacity. Okay, I'm gonna assume 300 should be about good. And now let's see if we can figure out where to get some wolfram ore. Considering how badly we need it, I'm gonna assume it's this stuff over here. So let us find out. Yes, jackpot. Yes, precious ore, all for me. Okay. And while this is making stuff for us, our character has some words of wisdom.
Necesito agua.
Excuse me, you're thirsty? Is that what that icon means? But I ate all that food earlier. How can I be thirsty already? Oh, good. Now I'm even more thirsty. Well, now we gotta see what happens.
I'm so hungry I feel sick.
You know, something interesting is now happening. I seem to be taking damage. Okay, well, now things are getting a little bit blurry, and I'm sure... Ha! Oh, okay, we're fine. We can respawn. And it looks like for now we respawn back in our ship because we haven't set up a regeneration chamber just yet. Okay, we're back again. And everything's fine and... oh, hello. It's me. Presumably I have items on me, right? Yes, there it is. What if I starve to death again, except this time with nothing on me? Well, let's see. Okay, there's only one body still. I'm gonna assume that that means that we need to have some stuff on us for the body to stick around. So if I just take some of this leftover titanium ore and put it in my new inventory, when I inevitably die again and then come back to life, let's see what we got. Well, that's delightful to know. As long as you die with something on you, there can be more of you. Which means before you know it, this turns into this. Oh yeah, that's more like it. Not only do we have bodies all over the ground, covered in filth, and not just that, some of me is on the ceiling too. For whatever reason, it turns out, like, let's say I want to die right here. Right now, there's nobody up here on the ceiling. But then if I die, when I pop back into existence, oh, well, look at that. A fresh new corpse of me. I'm not really sure why it does that. I think it's because it doesn't want to like layer the bodies. Oh, but that's not all we can do. I figured out something else wild. If we stand out here and starve to death, when we flee this mortal coil and we have our body here just hanging out with the ship, if we position ourselves just in the right place and then starve to death again, something wild happens out here. It looks like we can stack the bodies. And more than that, you can walk on these, which has really got me thinking. Could we just scale over these mountains with corpses? Well, let's get to stacking. And while I'm stacking these, why don't you stack up some wins with our sponsor, War Thunder. Surely you've been sitting around on a relaxing evening and you're like, you know what? I could be choosing from over 2,500 tanks, helicopters, planes, and ships from 10 different nations, ranging from classic planes and hefty tanky boys from yesteryear, all the way to the highly advanced jets and tanks of today. Mine selection runneth over, and whatever you choose, your weapon of choice will be crazy detailed with authentic sound effects and realistic visuals, so that you can do some of this, and also this.
Yeah, but
not to mention some of this.
Forever to get to.
And so much more. War Thunder's also optimized like crazy, so you can play it on not just a stellar PC, but also a low-end PC, and PlayStation, and Xbox, and mobile. Mine selection, it hath runneth over twice. There's also a free massive bonus pack waiting for new and returning players on PC and consoles who haven't played for at least 6 months. Just use my linkies in the description, and you'll get an exclusive vehicle decorator, the Eagle of Valor, and 100,000 silver lions, and 7 days of a premium account, and more. And this won't last forever, so now's your chance to join the 95 million players waiting for you, yes, you, in War Thunder. And thanks again to them for sponsoring. Okay, and here we are. Stacking is done. I mean, I don't know if we're ever really done. But hey, how about a tour? First we go up these bodies, and then we climb up these other corpses, and then we follow this long trail of corpses, and then we just keep on going up and up and up. The answer is yes, by the way. Yes, you can just keep climbing up the mountain. And after scaling for a while, I ran into the other edge of the barrier, and then went just a little bit farther. Because if nothing else, the view is spectacular. Oh, and in case you're curious how many bodies it took to do this, 240 147. Not counting the times I slipped and fell, because those bodies are still there too. Anyway, I started to wonder if there's anything we can do up here. After all, if we look around, there's just so much neat stuff. If only it weren't for this pesky barrier. And then I remembered this guy over here, and how we were able to build on the other side of the barrier. And I kind of thought, wait a minute, maybe we can just build up here. And by that, I mean this thing. The habitat allows placement of interior structures. And at first I was like, oh, maybe not, because it tells me the area is forbidden by corporations, which I think is their fancy way of going, hey, it's too close to the original spacecraft. But look at that border. We might be able to make this work, seeing as how we're now outside of it, which means maybe if we move it beyond those boundaries, we can do something that'll work. And for the most part, the game is like, no, it's too unstable to build there. But I did notice if we mess around for a bit, we get a different error message. Cannot build outside base core area. Oh yeah, I forgot. We need that thing around so we can build. And currently we're too far away. Luckily, we're not limited to one. So what the heck? Let's get started on building a second. And the secret to doing so is right here. Because as you can see, to build a base core, we need one of these things, which we can get from these meteors, specifically by going around and hollowing it out until the whole thing goes, oh! And that's when we get that item, meteorite heart. And now we can build a second base core. And I think I know just the spot for it. First, I gotta climb up this thing again, which I've run up so many times, I think I'm becoming like speedrunner level at it. Okay, let's see. If I were this thing, where would I allow me to be placed? How about right here? Okay. I'm not sure what the hell I'm looking at, but let's place it and see what happens. Oh, okay. I see. We're just barely above the thing. Wait, does this mean I can walk on this? That was my own fault, really. Okay, body number 500 something. Let's try that again. Either way, there it is, sitting pretty. Now that we have this thing, I wonder if we can build other stuff. Okay, let's try and place that habitat. And unfortunately, it's not going to let us collide with other buildings, nor is it going to let me try to build this stuff into the sky. But let's see, what can we do? Oh, down there on the ground, I see. Well, fine by me. Okay, well, that's kind of good. I guess let's go take a look at it. Whoops, I don't know why I thought that wouldn't kill me. Okay, let's try that again, and let's be more gentle this time. I think if we slide off the rocks, yeah, see, we're fine. Or rather, one of us is. Anyway, now that we're here with our base thingy, we need to add an airlock. Allows access to habitats. Let's see, so let's just go ahead and build that right here. And let's see, I think if I just kind of drop and then, okay, here we are in our new home. Ah, yes, home sweet home. And delightfully, I can put airlocks over here too. I mean, they're not good for anything, but I like knowing they're there. Anyway, we don't have many more options quite yet, so we're going to build a basic item printer. Just like the one we have in the ship, except this one's going to be covered in rocks. Next, we need to build something called the corporate terminal, because that's what we do for fun around here. Actually, it's how we unlock stuff, I think. Here's basically how it works. We select a corporation, and they let us unlock things. Finally, we have a solar generator, basic platforms, and an orbital cargo launcher. What the hell is this thing? Sends provided items to corporations. Each sent product increases your value and reputation with the selected corporation. Well, that's just great. Okay, and now that that's all set up, we have something else we need to attend to, and that's trying to figure out how to get in and out.
I'm really going to be interested to see how Josh makes this his usual really odd mess. The stacking of bodies is already a pretty standard let's game it out thing. The weird
out of this place. Luckily, we've got some handy dandy tools. By that, I mean platforms and stairs. So let's see. Let's use some stairs. Oh yeah, this is working out great. Wait, what's this? Why is it yellow? Building is not stable. You mean I can't just keep building forever? Well, what about this support platform? Okay, so let's see. It's lined up, and let's just bring it up closer. Building is not connected with the ground. Okay, fine. Yes, I'm sure that's good enough. I'm sure that distance will be fine. You know, what the hell? Why don't I just use these supports as stairs? Yes, there we go. It's perfect. All you have to do is mount the first platform, hop your way all the way around the side until you make it over here, where we still can't put something right here. But whatever, we can just jump and walk the rest of the way. Now that we've solved that, let's get some other stuff underway. The game really wants us to set up solar generators, which I'm sure is going to be good for something at some point, so I guess we'll just go ahead and put these somewhere. Well, looks like that did it. And we're also gonna have to place the orbital cargo launcher. Yeah, right there looks good. Really using those support beams to their fullest. Okay, so far so good. Actually, wait, I'm getting an idea. If we go in here, and we pack up this airlock, and instead we put it right here, look at this. Now we can access the thingamabob, kinda. And it looks like the first thing we need to do is process some titanium ore. Oh wait, it looks like this thing needs power. What do you mean you don't have power? Is that not enough over there? Oh, I think I need to do it so the platforms connect. And all it needs is titanium ore. Basically, we need to make these corporations happy, because once we do their little quests, our reputation rapidly starts to increase. And that means over here, this thingamabob, well, it's kind of hard to see, but our reputation is going up. See? Oh, my excitement knows no boundaries. Look at these things we're gonna unlock. Or extractor and rails. Now the real fun can begin. Oh boy, I'm so excited. Basically, they want us to send more titanium ore, except they want us to use the excavator. Used to extract basic ores. And bless our lucky stars, the game is kind enough to give us little icons, so we always know where we can do it. Okay, well, let's get started.
Where is
Can I build outside base core area? Oh yeah, I always forget. Well, I guess I could reposition this one. We're not really using it anyway. Luckily, we have a handy dandy tool for taking things apart. And thank goodness we can even do it through the barrier. Let's see, we're gonna reposition it. Let's lower it down. More. Yeah, okay, sure, just like that. Not much clearance anymore. Uh-oh, can I not place it up here now? Nah, never mind, it's fine. It just needed a little coaxing, I guess. Okay, so let's see. Sticking out of the front of the thing, I think that's where the ore comes out. So we'll just select our rail, and let's see, we'll just connect it there.
What is he going to end up doing with the rails? That's going to be my biggest concern.
Then maybe one there, and also here. Well, I got some good news. You can really put down a lot of rails, and so I did. And it's not even just for good looks, it's also practical. Because you can stand on the rails, it actually makes for decent navigation. Yes, that's my excuse for building all this stuff. Navigation. Anyway, the important part is it means we should be able to get titanium back over to the thing over here. We'll just connect that into the thing. Oh boy, there it goes. And red means good stuff, right? I actually think that means it's not getting enough power. That's okay, we can fix that. Let's just take this guy, pull it down for just a second, and we'll just move it so it's... Yeah, okay, that's good. See, there we go. Now the platform's connected, which means now it's gonna connect power to the thingamabob. And now it's blue. Now all we need to do is tell the machine that we would like to begin the level 2 process of more titanium ore. Ah, yes, and there we go. It's coming out, making its way to the thing. Wait, that was it? Why did it stop? Oh, I guess it only sends just what it needs. And here I thought it was gonna fill the whole thing with minerals. And instead we're watching like this cute little train car go through all this crap. Well, something tells me it's gonna be doing this for a while. I hope at least the minerals are having a good time. Thankfully, it doesn't take that long before they make it to the machine, where they get deposited for the corporations. And then before you know it, what the hell happened? Oh, I see. It stopped at level 19 out of 20 for no reason. There's no way, right? It can't possibly be sending more. Well, I'm not seeing anything. Wait, there it is. Really? Are you serious? What, were you too good to go with the other batch? Yeah, sure, fine. Everybody will wait on you. We want you to have an A++ experience. Well, it's about time. Get in there. Okay, there we go. Level 3 at last. Now we have something called the Analyzing Station. Used to analyze items in exchange for data points. Well, per usual, we'll put this in a really logical place. Yes, perfect as always. Become one with the wall. Oh, but what shall we analyze? Ooh, how about these plants? Yes, I think they'll do nicely. Okay, let's do this. In you go, Space Hot Dog. And for our troubles, we'll get 5 data points. Basically, the idea is like right now we're at level 3, and our meter is currently at 0 out of 50. And if we take our 5 data points and add them, over time, we'll eventually level up and unlock new stuff. So I guess the next step is to find everything that's not nailed down and scan it. And because the barrier's still here, it's probably going to be kind of limited. But that's okay. There's still plenty of things to take like that, as well as these. Ooh, and also one of these. You know, maybe there's an advantage to having the barrier. I can't get to those, but these creatures can't get to me. Aw, poor guys can't get past the barrier. And unfortunately, neither can my drill, or else for sure we'd be doing something. You know, as I run around picking stuff up, I'm starting to think I've just got some friends now. Okay, I think I've got plenty of stuff now. We got 61 space hot dogs, 14 space eyeballs, and 4 purple pot stickers. Surely that'll get us a lot of points. Here you go. Eat up. 305 data points. Nummy, nummy, num. And also these. And finally these. 415 points. Please let that mean I can do amazing things. So first we're going to use 45 points to level this up, because they had us unlock the smelter so we can do all of this stuff to set up production. But to get from level 4 to 5, we've got the points to just level up again. And now look at this. We can do stuff for all these other corporations. You know, so we've got stuff like fabricators, inventory upgrades, not to mention a regeneration chamber. Now we're talking. And since we have the points, here we go. Now when I die, I can just respawn in here. I mean, I assume that's how it works. Let's find out with a little starving to death. Blah! Oh yeah, there we go. Now we can choose the regeneration chamber. Behold, I live. Actually, you know what? This thing kind of gives me an idea. But first I need to test something. So back over here, we have our friend, the barrier. And naturally, we can't get around it. However, it does look like if we position it just right, we can build a habitat halfway in and out of the barrier. See here, watch this. Home sweet, sorta home. So if this structure can be built half in and out of the barrier, can we do the same thing with a regeneration chamber? Oh, happy day. And the thing about it too is we need to be able to access it because through the barrier we can't touch it. But if we move down here we can, and that's important because we have to claim it so we can spawn from it. And now that this one's been claimed, you know what it's time for? I'm so hungry. And then when we respawn, huh? Where am I? Oh, I appear to be stuck in between the barrier. And let's see, can I walk to the other side? Actually, no. I appear to be all the way stuck. I mean, for now, I see an easy way to get out of this. Ah, there we go. Plenty of space for me. And now we are on the other side of the barrier. And then we can add an airlock. And here we are. Ah, everything we're not supposed to access yet can be ours. So rather than do the request to teach us how to play the game, it's time to look around for cool stuff we're not supposed to have yet. Oh boy, I'm so excited. And if nothing else, we can collect more of this stuff to scan, of which there are many things. Ooh, and what's this over here? Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. Radiation? I'm in pain. Staying here will lead to death. Oh, but there's so much cool looking stuff over there.
Yes, there is.
Well, wow, our stuff doesn't look so bad from all the way back here. It almost looks like we know what we're doing. Almost. Okay, so I've been running around all over the place, and let me tell you what I found. Beautiful scenic landscapes, as well as radiation in all directions, harming my delicate skin until I back off. But mostly it's been about picking up plants and exploding meteorites. Oh, and also these guys, which thankfully we can calm down a little bit easy. Oh, and you know what's kind of funny is I just now realized why it's called Star Rupture. It's because this star ruptures sometimes, and when that happens, you're supposed to get indoors. Can't imagine why. I'm genuinely surprised the bunker can handle this. And then watch as the land turns into a fiery hellscape for a little while before everything eventually cools down. And then the planet has to slowly regrow itself. And you can go search for like unique minerals and stuff. Except that's not gonna happen for us because it turns out that only starts happening after you finish the tutorial and drop the barrier. So it looks like in our game, the star is stable. Well, how about that? We accidentally stabilized the planet. You guys must be so happy. Anyway, there is a bunch of interesting stuff to discover. Lots of lore. And while that's very interesting and all, the heart wants what it wants, and my heart wants to get into that thing. I guess the first order of business is seeing if we can even get up to it. And the answer is yes, you can, but it's kind of a long and dangerous journey to get there. And for some reason, there's a bunch of opposition between you and that. And I don't really have the means to be fighting this constantly, so I think I have a much better idea on how to approach this. Why don't we just build a staircase of corpses up to it? And we can even set up a base right here on this craggy rock. Oh wow, lucky us. And more than that, we can build multiple stories, combining this with a bunch of ladders, and we've got ourselves a nice launch pad. Oh yeah, look how nice this is. We're gonna be over there in no time. But before we do that, I need to... Wait a minute, what? Am I flying? What happened? How? Why? Okay, so it looks like we have a bug, which the game is in early access. I'm sure they'll fix it, but that day isn't today. Allow me to demonstrate how this works. If you run forward and slide off of a ladder, I don't know why, but instead of sliding off all gracefully, you just start flying in the air. Well, I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. This just made our job 1,000 times easier. And actually, before we do that, I wonder, can we fly up to that? Goodbye, comforting ground. We're heading to the atmosphere now. I mean, I think we know that the game isn't going to let me go all the way up there, but we can test and see just how high the game will let us go. And so far, it seems like pretty high. The landmass we were running around on, now just a distant memory. Until eventually... Whoops, I guess that's that. Well, that was fun. Anyway, let's disembark to that thing. First, let's do the trick again. And now that we're free to roam, let's go. Now, I'm not even sure what this thing is. Kind of reminds me of an airplane engine, which means if there is an entrance, why wouldn't it be in the dead center? Okay, let's see if we can dive down into this. Wait a minute, what do you mean it's covered with dirt in the middle? And also, it appears I'm running up against an invisible wall. It looks like this is as far in as I can go. But don't worry, let's not despair yet. After all, there's like tubes and stuff. And whatever this is, yes, promising indeed. It looks like there's an opening. Watch out, everybody. We're going in. Oh my goodness, and there's a door in here. Okay, let's see what we can do. Door, no power, thus it won't open. Well, what about this? Can we use this? Oh God, I gotta give it power. Power cell? Excuse me, door. I'm like a deity now. I'm not gonna craft that for you. There's gotta be another way in here. So let's see. Let's just use the power of flight to see if there's another way in. It does look like there's stuff over there. Hang on, I have another idea. Let's head back up to this thing and see if there's something we can do. We're now diving into the side of the engine. We should be sort of above the door now, and it looks like there's a place we can kind of wander between the cracks. Oh, and would you look at that? There's well, there's something down here, that's for sure. Okay, this is definitely the other side of the door, and it doesn't look like I can just force myself through the ceiling. Oh, but you know, this is kind of interesting. Main level access card. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you. And right next to it, we have an evacuation pod. Don't mind if I do. Oh,
Wait, did he
oh,
just
here we
end
are
the
in the
game?
evacuation pod. Okay, and if I use the pod again, I think we should be back at the entrance.
Wow.
See, look, here's the door we got through. Well, isn't that
All right,
spectacular? I am still floating, by the way. So I guess we're just gonna float our way back over to the evacuation pod and go deeper into the engine. And here we are again. Let's see what we got. Oh boy. And they supplied us with
All right,
regeneration pods. Okay, let me select this one so I can respawn anytime. No, wait, maybe I should use this one. Wait, or maybe this one. Oh, there's so many I just can't choose. Well,
All right,
except for
then,
this
I know.
one. I don't think that one's working anymore. Okay, so here's basically what's happening. We're inside the thing, and I bet we need to go to the main engine. And on the way, we have a bunch more emails that we're not gonna read, a map that I'm not quite sure how to navigate, and boatloads of creepy corridors. And also, there's a whole bunch of bodies around, all of them with stuff like ammo. You know, because the game is expecting me to come prepared, which I didn't. Well, why can't I just pick up that gun? Whatever, we don't need it. We've got our drill, and it's perfectly good for every task. And even if it's not, that's what the regeneration chamber is for. Truly the gift that just keeps on giving. Anyway, after stalking the corridors for a while and shooting everything that moves until eventually we make it to this backup generator, give it a quick power wash so it starts again. And now that the facility has power again, we stumble our way to the control center, where we see somebody's being lazy on the job. There aren't even any precious minerals I can pull off your body. But more than that, it looks like the central core is missing. Well, no problem. So instead we head out of there, head on over to the tech lab, go up to one of these printer thingies, build the thing we need, head back over to the control room, shove the thing into the thing, and go. And now all we have to do is watch it initialize, whatever this is, occasionally taking a brief intermission to fight a bunch of bugs again. Luckily, I found a space where they seem to be mostly docile, so we can just destroy them at our leisure. And then once the threat's neutralized, start the machine up again, and rinse, and repeat. You know, I know it's because I found a spot where they can't seem to attack me, but it almost feels like they're trying to reason with me. Oh well, too bad. I especially like the part where they jump up and they're like, wait, just kidding. Haha, look at him, That's fine, there's more bodies where that came from. And who knows, maybe my corpse will help. Well, it's not hurting, I can tell you that much. They seem kind of baffled by what they're seeing. As far as I'm concerned, this is just the gift that keeps on giving. Well, that worked great. Thanks for the assist, me. Okay, now we can finally finish off this machine. Here goes nothing. Oh, congratulations, you've activated the Forgotten Engine. This is an early access build of the game, therefore everything that the Forgotten Engine unlocks will be available in upcoming updates. In the meantime, explore Arcadia 7's secrets, expand your factory, and remember, every rupture counts. I mean, unless you're us, where every rupture just doesn't happen. Oh, we still can't leave, by the way. The game still thinks this door doesn't have any power. That's okay, there's always another way to go. I want to thank War Thunder again for sponsoring this one. Don't forget it's free, and using
I did not think that he'd end up getting that way.
My link is in the description or the pinned comment and get you a bunch of free goodies if you're a brand new PC or console player, or if you haven't played in the last 6 months. Oh, and as an added bonus, the boundary force field thing is now gone, but the tutorial's still going. One of these days I'll get around to setting up production, so I hope you had fun.
So he just glitched his way out of that. That's pretty funny. But yeah, that was pretty funny. I actually really enjoyed watching that. I'm really surprised at the way that he manages to always find the bugs. I would have never thought to try to slide off of that. Which is, I guess, you know, he was a game tester, so it kind of makes sense. All right. I'm going to call it there now. So I'd like to thank you all for coming out and watching. And those that are watching the edited version of this, thank you all for coming out and watching. I've been Captain Tundraxis, signing off.